Sharts in the backfield, wing to the right. Now that wing comes in motion. It's Newby. It's a high snap. He gives it off to Aschenbrenner. Aschenbrenner right up the middle, and he loses the ball on the second down carry. Washburn Rural comes up with the ball inside the 30-yard line, and the Junior Blues right away with the takeaway. The Wild Bunch defense steps up instantly, just 38 seconds into the game, and the Junior Blues take over just outside the red zone. 8:52 to go here in the first as Fredrickson with the approach. The kick is high, it is up, and it is through the uprights. A 23-yard field goal for Washburn Rural to get on the board here first. 8:47 to go in the opening period. Junior Blues lead 3-0. Facing a second down and 6. Snap to Sharts to give up the middle to Aschenbrenner, who's got a hold to the left. Cuts up to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Can anybody catch him? They cannot. Touchdown Manhattan, and it was all Dane Aschenbrenner on that drive, running it home from 35 yards out for the score. We'll be taking back over. Josh Williams and Robbie Bolden, the deep men, to return near the south end zone for the Junior Blues. As Grant Snowden kicks a line drive right off the tee, it bounces off one of the up men for Washburn Rural, and Manhattan recovers in Junior Blue territory. Play clock and game clock even with 3 on them. Snap to Sharts, rolls quick to the right, throws it back to the left, completes to Tate Brown at the 30. He breaks one tackle up to the 40, to the sideline in the 50, and he is eventually dragged down by Weber, who reaches out, catches an ankle, and Brown goes down all the way up near the 40-yard line of Washburn Rural as our first quarter comes to a close. He barks out the signals, waits for it on 1st and 15. This time a quick roll out to the right. He fumbles the ball as he moves. He gets bumped immediately as he rolls right, and Manhattan takes over possession. Carlgren had the ball poked out as he sprinted out to his right. He can't dive back on it in time, and Manhattan, after coming away empty on its last possession, has another chance now, starting this possession at the Rural 11. It's now Sharts into the game at quarterback. Will Hoyt behind him. Reed is wing left. 2 wide receivers right. Motion comes from Newby. Sharts keeps it, follows a push from his offensive line, and he's into the end zone right up the gut. Touchdown Manhattan, the first of the year for Sharts, and it is 13-3 Indians with 6:01 to go until the half. Sharts in the gun. Will Hoyt to his left as Reed goes in motion. Sharts hands it to Will Hoyt, makes one cut back up the middle, fights through, the ball pops out again. There are bodies all over it. Rural says they have it. The Junior Blues are celebrating because they do have it. Washburn Rural and the Wild Bunch defense come through again inside the 5-yard line. Empty set for Rural on 3rd and 6. Pump fake to the right. Carlgren looks deep down the field. Down the middle, he's got Bolin. Turns around and makes the catch at midfield. His momentum carries him down to the 47-yard line. Robbie Bolin, the deep threat for the Junior Blues, comes through. Big gain into Manhattan territory. First down, Rural. Trailing by 11, they could use another turnover here. 3rd down and long for Manhattan. Sharts with it. Short roll right. Throwing deep down the right sideline, and the ball is intercepted by Rural. They do get the key takeaway along the far sideline. It's David Dean who comes up, makes the play. That's a turnover, and the Junior Blues are in business. 7:08 to go here in the third. First and goal from the 8. This time it's a design keeper. Carlgren angles off tackle right, heads to the paint. Touchdown Junior Blues! 6:39 to go in the third quarter, and Washburn Rural cuts it down to a 1-score game. 14-9, extra point coming. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 tight end on either side of the formation as Carlgren takes the snap, rolls right, throws off his back foot, going deep down the field for Bolin, and Bolin's got it inside the 30! Robbie Bolin again right down the middle of the field for a huge gain into Manhattan territory, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Manhattan will kick it away, line drive, end-over-end kick, and Bolin lets it bounce off his foot! It's a loose ball! There's a fight for it! Manhattan says they've got it! Bolin let the ball short hop off his calf. Manhattan's jumping around, and the Indians have it with 8:28 to go. Aschenbrenner stays in at quarterback. Will Hoyt to his right. Everybody else on the line. Handoff Will Hoyt, sweeps from right to left, tries bouncing to the outside, gets the first and more. Touchdown Manhattan! Lorenzo Will Hoyt had a hole right along the far left sideline, sprints right down the corridor, and he's in for 6. Washburn Rural trailing by 14. 6:37 to play with decent field position. at its own 37-yard line. 1st and 10, empty set for Cooper Carlgren. Throws it outside. Robbie Boland's got it on the slant. Turns the field at midfield. No one's going to catch Boland. 20-10. Play the fight song. Touchdown, Junior Blues. One play, 63 yards, and Washburn Rural is right back in this game midway through the 4th. 2 wide receivers and now a third with motion from Boland to the right. Carlgren sprints right, throws underneath, has Boland at the 20. He's got room in front of him to the 10 to the 5. A cutback. Boland's in. Touchdown, Junior Blues. Washburn Rural is a point away from tying this game up. And once again, it's Robbie Boland, 22 yards out, the short pass, and the touchdown for Washburn Rural. 1 timeout to go. Wind currently blowing at about 10 miles an hour toward the north end zone. That's the way Washburn Rural's heading. Empty set for Carlgren. He looks right. Now he's to bounce back to the left. Looks to throw. Launches down the left sideline for Boland. Boland catches it along the sideline. Looking for a ruling. He's got it. A tiptoe catch at the 35-yard line. 51 seconds to play. The Junior Blues are in business in Manhattan territory. Ball on the far right hash for Washburn Rural. Again, moving from right to left as you listen. Carlgren, 3-step drop. Pressure comes up the middle. He breaks through it. He's going to run to the 10 to the 5. Carlgren to the end zone. Cooper Carlgren breaks contain, and he's in for 6. And the Junior Blues strike first in overtime period number 1. Tate Brown, isolated receiver, wide side left. Sharks still in the gun. He has a wing right. Aschenbrenner to the left. That wing goes in motion. It's Newby. Sharks looking, pressure comes, throws for the end zone, and it's caught on the goal line. Touchdown Manhattan! What a throw by Sharks! What a play in a gigantic moment. It's Mason Reed with the grab. Snowden is on the field for the extra point.
Swinging gate,
Manhattan
for 2.
They line up, student body left, swinging gate. Aschenbrenner rolls right, going to the end zone, tossing outside, and they are in! Manhattan for 2 and the win in overtime. Aschenbrenner lines up, tosses to his kicker running right, and they get into the end zone for 2 and the win. A heartbreaker for Washburn Rural.